me, and the beauty of a bone of a dolphin is like the result of that, so to speak. That clip as well, we're seeing Tommy Tiernan and John Mortimer. It's a lovely little 12, 15 minute segment.
What's his last name?
John Mortimer.
Mortimer, yeah.
Oh no, fuck! John Moriarty.
John Moriarty.
Who's John Mortimer? Rumple of the Baby is John Mortimer.
There you go.
Yeah, I met her on my 19th birthday actually. Yeah,
So glad I asked.
It's stuck in your mind.
I was thinking it was John Moriarty.
Did John Moriarty,
Got it
yeah.
wrong.
More questions. Ask us more questions. You know that bit at the end of Pink Flamingos where Divine is being interrogated by all the reporters and she says, ask me more questions. That.
What time is it now? We can leave it if people don't have any questions. Yeah,
What inspired you to start this colour particularly?
Reading Christopher Alexander, and like I read his book The Nature of Order, which is like a 4-book essay. All the writers I was doing, I had what might be called a psychotic episode / spiritual awakening, and that just it showed me things, let's say, you know, and that kind of plugged me. Oh, like there is actually consciousness all the way down to the smallest particle of the universe. There is a consciousness there. It's not human consciousness. It's not, I need to buy myself new shoes consciousness, but it's a consciousness. And the awareness of that and knowing that's true is very empowering. And also, I kind of got back into art. I remember seeing, what's her name? Oh, I forget it. Anne would know. The woman who did the VR thing with the refugees. Elaine Hoey. I remember seeing that and being really impressed by it, but also seeing that she made something that was so fucking good, it just launched her. And she was like, there was no more bullshit. She was just made. And I remember me thinking, oh, I never really took NCD seriously in terms of, oh, I could actually make something that could make me. And that was kind of in my head as a possibility. I said, right, I'm going to do an MFA one of these days. And like when I finally got a job with the OPWs, the sure got back to the boy, and I thought, right, I'm stable enough now, I can go back to NCAD. And then there was a Uranus and Taurus thing that just was like the last thing that kind of listening to the podcast and talking about it. And they said when Uranus, the planet, is in the constellation Taurus, because Taurus is a sign of earthly beauty and Uranus is a planet of chaos, that means that new things happen, right? This is a time to go to the art college, and okay, this is also the time where everything gets fucked up too. But, yeah.
So when you did the MFA that this film came out of, was that
Yeah.
an MFA that you did primarily on Zoom?
No. It was all the lockdown happened at the end of the second year. So it's art in a contemporary world. The first year is all 20th century, 21st century theory. I was interested in Nicholas Luhmann and Francis Halsall. So Nicholas Luhmann's like a systems theory guy. He wrote a book called Systems of Art, which I always kind of wanted an excuse to read. And I found out the guy, one of the people in charge of the course, that was one of his things. So that was another thing, right, that's the one I'm going to do. The first year was just theory, essays, blah, but instead of writing your thesis, you have the option of doing year 2 as art. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm just always interested by the way people's, I guess, rebellion against education is changed when you're doing it at home and you can have computer chess open in the other room. Anything else that you particularly that we haven't touched on that you want? Anybody else? David, you promised a question and you haven't asked one last.
We've asked them all.
Alright, okay. Well,
You beat me.
thank you, Sean.
Thank you very much. Great question.